young people across the country. Now, before we proceed, permit me to also acknowledge all other media houses here. I see a lot of media houses around, team members of the artists who are engaging today, other personalities here. You're all welcome. We're honored by your presence and grateful for your time this afternoon. I'd like to formally open today's engagement with,
it's going to be very brief. Somewhere last year, around the same time in March, the ministry launched what we call the Red Means Stop campaign. This became necessary because we realized that many young people are using various substances, and so as a ministry we couldn't sit alone, we decided to intervene. So we roped in our agencies, the National Youth Authority, and some other agencies to support us and collaborate with this fight against substance abuse. The ministry also went further to conduct some research to understand exactly what the problem is. And last year in November, when we did the State of the Youth, I gave out what the numbers and what the details looks like. We tasked the National Youth Authority to look for collaborators and support so that we're able to fight and do a lot more advocacy in respect to this drug menace. Early this year, the CEO of the National Youth Authority told me about what he's been able to achieve, and he gave me some pleasant news. And one of Ghana's celebrated artists have decided to come on board the fight, and the good news was that he was willing to work for free. Emphasis on working for free. He sees it as part of his corporate social responsibility, and he informs me this afternoon that he's been doing music for the past 11 years. Ghana has supported him. Ghana have held on to him. Ghana have stood by him. And so when young people in Ghana, who are his primary audience, are facing any challenges, he also finds it important and deems it necessary. But he also gives back to community. And so today we announce Medikal as one of our brand ambassadors. Help in the fight against drugs. Colleagues, I've always said that issues about drug abuse is not just an individual problem. It is a family disease, and that is how I see it, and it's a national crisis. And so, if anybody decides to add his voice, it is welcome. In the coming days, we'll be unveiling other people who have also agreed to come on board and add their voices in this fight against substance abuse. You will see people who have used the substances before and are reformed. We will introduce you people who are still active users and are fighting it and want to reform. And so let's not be judgmental of anybody. Anybody who decides to work with us, anybody who decides that he wants to add his voice to this call, the Ministry for Youth Development and the National Youth Authority are more than willing to work with you. Instead of using our social media handles to criticize one another, let us use our social media handles to advocate for an eradication of this menace that is destroying our society. I've said that the menace that this poses to us is even more dangerous than what Galamsey is doing to us. Because then the most important asset of every nation is this human resource. And that is what is under attack with this issue of red. And so colleagues, we entreat all of you, especially the various media houses that are here, if all of you can dedicate your handles, your platforms, at least a minute a day to put out a positive message, help us in this advocacy and come on board. I'm also using this opportunity to call on corporate Ghana, the workforce that drives your industries, the people who patronize your products. They are the very people who are under attack with this menace, with this problem. And so if you intervene today, you'll be saving your own business in the long run. Because for instance, if you produce any products for sale on the market, and the people who are supposed to consume the products are drug addicts and cannot come and procure them, your business will end up dying. So we are calling on corporate Ghana to support us. We are calling on individuals to support us We are calling on the Christian Council and all clergy, the national chief, everybody to join in this crusade so that we are able to fight this menace. I encourage Medikal and his team to do same with their advocacy. And I call on other well-meaning musicians and artists in Ghana. The content of your music must be positive. Let's not use our content to promote substance abuse. Let's not use our content to promote the use of drugs. Rather, you can be cool without using drugs. And that is what we must advocate for. On this note, I want to thank Medikal and its management for coming on board and agreeing to support us in this initiative. We are also hoping that other musicians will emulate what Medikal has done. This is what the Ghanaian spirit is about, giving out freely and supporting when your country is in need of you. Medikal, government, and Ghana is grateful to you. Thank you and God bless you.
The Honorable Minister has said, but just to repeat a few of them and to also add my word by thanking Medikal and his team for this very honorable support and wishing to support us in what we're doing in fighting this menace. We would also want to thank the Honorable Minister for his enormous support and collaboration so far as this fight is concerned. And as the Honorable Minister announced, we will be having various tours. You will be seeing us in your various areas, you'll see us in your various campuses, in your various churches, wherever you will be.